Welcome to Toffee TV's The News Daily. AS Roma are reportedly looking to offload two of their wingers this summer, and both have been linked with moves to Everton. Justin Kluivert and Minshall are reportedly on Paulo Fonseca's list to be axed from the Roma club, but he is apparently very interested in bringing Moise Kean to Rome. Yeah, we've been linked with Under quite a while, haven't we? Certainly last summer there was strong reports that Everton liked him. That was when Marco Silva was there. These reports surfaced again in January under Carlo Ancelotti. Highly rated, wide player, very good, travelling with the ball. Justin Kluivert was fantastic at Ajax and got his move to Roma. Hasn't quite worked out for him, but he's an exciting winger as well. Son of Patrick Kluivert, of course. And his agent, Mini Raiola. The same agent, obviously, of Moise Kean. Nazioni are reporting that today. I don't know. Is the reality? I'm unsure about Moise Kean, whether he wants to leave Everton and go back to Italy. He's had a tough time this season, but, you know, he hasn't really settled in. But this is a first season and, you know, a new country. He's only a young lad, only 20, turned 20 in February. Everton are looking for a right-sided winger. Kluivert plays off the right. Minshall plays off the right, but is left-footed. So it kind of fits, I guess. I'll wait and see, obviously. But on Moise Kean, his old coach, Renato Biasa, who was his youth team coach at Torino, discovered him, apparently, has said that he hopes this season is just one of transition for Moise Kean. He said he's young and has arrived in a new competition. It's a new language. And hopefully he doesn't get lost like so many young players do. He said Ancelotti is a manager who can help Kean develop, but Moise has been used to being the best in his younger days at whatever club he was at, and he was pampered. That has changed now, and he has to face the realities and work hard. That's in Europa Calcio reporting that. And he's right, you know, Kean has been very highly rated all his career, really, his young career. You know, obviously spent time on loan for Verona, was very good, and then obviously at Juve he was a young striker coming through. There wasn't as much pressure on him because they've had people like Higuain, Ronaldo, Mandzukic, those kind of strikers, Dybala, so he was able to come in and out of that team and score goals without the pressure, really. He's come to Everton for big money move and it just hasn't worked so far. He's shown little flashes, particularly his performance against Newcastle at Goodison when he scored his only goal for us. He was very good. Showing the ability is there. Can he do it? Can he improve his first touch? Can he improve enough to get a place in our starting lineup? Can he dislodge Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison when football returns? That's the question. Hopefully he can and then settle in a little bit, because I think he's going to be one of those players that could go for a lot of money in the future, but could do good things for Everton. But it's a flip of a coin, isn't it? If Carlo Ancelotti looks and thinks, yeah, he's not at the level I want, and he feels like Kluivert or Minshall would be a good option, and we may see some kind of swap with that. Napoli keen on him as well, but I'm still in the camp of giving him another season and seeing where he's at. And finally, Dominic Raab, the Foreign Secretary, has been given the 5 p.m. briefing tonight on the coronavirus pandemic and was asked specifically about football returning. He said it'll return as soon as it's medically safe to do so. I think it was Andy Dunn asked him the question. He said it would lift the spirits of the nation to have football return. The government has had meetings with sport with regards to returning when it's safe and when they can train safely. And as soon as it can be done safely, it will return, possibly next month. That's what all the pointers, you know, are leading to a June the 12th start. Gordon Taylor, as I did say, the PFA chairman, has spoke about shorter games potentially being discussed, which is a bit ridiculous in my opinion. Either bring it back if it can fully, or don't bring it back at all. Stop panicking, you know, trying to get it done in a totally different way in a shorter games. It seems very desperate, but the reason behind some of the desperation was given today when Steve Parish, who is the chairman of Crystal Palace, gave us a little bit of insight into the financial implications of football not returning. He warned clubs could go to the wall, even in the Premier League. He said his own club, Crystal Palace, he can't budget beyond August. If there's no return, then there's no income coming in. He said the sponsorship deals have gone out the game. He said there's nothing there, because obviously there's not going to be any crowd in the stadium and things like that. Palace are going to be hit with no supporters in the stadium, no match day revenue whatsoever, no hospitality revenue, and football needs to come back, because at the moment they've only got the television deals on the table, and that's a lot of clubs. You know, teams at the top, Liverpool projectedly going to lose £110 million. Manchester City over 100 million, Manchester United over 100 million, Everton 40 odd million. So you can understand why there is from a Premier League perspective, there is a real willingness, a real appetite to get the games back on. And Steve Parish says, you know, if we don't play in June, what will have changed by the time September comes, when they're talking about 2021 season starting? He thinks nothing much will have changed. So just a real, you know, insight into the financial implications that COVID is having on the Premier League, which is obviously an incredibly wealthy league as it is. Interesting, very interesting. Make sure you subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and if you want more videos, make sure you get over to Patreon. Make sure you get over and subscribe there. See you later.